the rudder! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton Hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Saying that, oh, I have to walk the dog, I have to go to the park. And I
Wait, he really said that?
Yeah.
This is the plaintiff, David Eng. He says he was walking his two dogs on their leashes when the defendant's unleashed monster charged at them, went for one of his dogs and bit him in the neck. The defendant has never apologized. She won't admit she's in the wrong and is a nasty, nasty person to boot. He's suing for $523 for vet bills. This is the defendant, Milady Suka. She says her brother-in-law was walking her super friendly dog, Muskie the Husky, and the plaintiff's dog came running out of his house without a leash. Her dog reacted because the plaintiff's dog was coming at him with a vengeance. The incident wasn't her fault. The cops agreed, and that's that. She's accused of a Husky hounding.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
You seated? Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, David Eng.
Yes.
You are suing Ktten and Milady Suka. You have power of attorney. Who's Ktten?
Kitten is my husband.
Okay, and you have power of attorney to represent both of you here for $523 in vet bills that you say your dog sustained at the hands of their dog who was unleashed. Tell me what happened.
Okay, on July 26th, which is a Friday evening, around 8 o'clock at night, as I was walking my dog with my wife, I leashed my dog and I was waiting on the sidewalk. I live in a corner house. My front door is about 15 feet from the corner. As I was waiting for my wife to lock the door, all of a sudden, there's a Siberian Husky charging from the corner. And I couldn't react to it, and I was holding on to the leash. The dog came over and bit my dog on the neck.
The Husky did?
The Husky.
And that's the Husky?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have two small dogs.
Okay, was anybody with the Husky or the Husky was alone?
There's somebody running after the dog.
Who was the somebody who was running after the Husky?
He's not here today.
Is that him?
He's here.
No,
That's the person who was running after the Husky?
It could be, yeah.
Okay, you don't, okay, so go on.
After the dog bit on my dog's neck, I tried to separate them, and then the Husky ran over to the other side, and then this gentleman, or the person who was supposed to be with the dog, came over and then put the leash on.
Okay.
All right, and then I was checking my dog, and I see blood on my hand, and I see blood on his neck also. So I talked to the guy, saying, your dog just bit my dog. And he's saying that, oh, I have to walk the dog, I have to go to the park. And I
Wait,
say,
he really said that?
Yeah.
I have to walk the dog, I have to go to the park.
Yeah, and I say, I will call the police. Why don't you wait for the police to come? And they say, no, I'll come back. I'll go to the park first, and I'll come back. But he never came back.
Okay, did somebody else come back?
No, actually, because after I called the police, I was waiting for the police. The owner of the dog, the male owner of the dog, he was walking another small dog, which is a Pomeranian. They have two dogs. As he was coming over to my house, I talked to him. I say, your big dog just bit my dog. And
was he on his way to your house?
He was on the way to my house. He also
talk
walking
to
the
you.
dog. He was also walking the dog to the park.
Oh, okay. But did he know what happened and he was coming to
He
talk
didn't
to
know
you?
that
He
what
didn't
happened.
know.
He
Okay.
didn't know. So I told him, your big dog just bit my dog. And then he was kind of surprised, and then he walked slowly back to his house. As I was waiting for the police to come, the female owner and her female companion came over, and they were arguing with me, say, oh, my dog will never bit your dog. My dog is always on a leash, you know. So I say, you don't have to, you know, you're not even there. How could you say all the things that was
Okay,
happening?
so hand me the vet bills. I want to see them. What ended up happening? Did the wound got treated at the vet?
Yes.
Did it require stitches or no?
I have the hospital discharge.
Right. Did it require
I have the hospital bill.
Hello? Did it require stitches or no?
No stitches.
Okay, and do you have pictures of the wound?
Yes.
Let me see them. Okay, first of all, who was walking the dog that day? Come on up, please. Take her spot. No, don't you go anywhere.
I'm sorry.
All right. What is your name?
Sulej Mansuka.
Okay. And were you responsible for the dog that day?
Yes.
Okay. Was the dog off the leash?
No.
The dog was on a leash?
Yes.
How did the dog get to his dog?
I'm going to explain to you.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to explain it to you how.
Yeah.
My brother lived 3 houses from here. And I do every day. From his house, I make a left in 33 Avenue to go to Francis Louis Boulevard. I make a left in 32nd Avenue, go to the park, I come home.
With the dog?
All the time.
Wait, stop. With their dog?
Yes.
You don't live with them?
No.
But you walk their dog?
All the time.
Okay, go on.
And you cannot lead on leash. This is very powerful dog.
Yeah, I saw that.
And all the time I go over there, and my dog ran to his dog in front of the door. My dog was on leash.
Your dog was what?
In the leash.
Your dog was on a leash?
Yeah, you cannot leave this dog because he go to the cars.
Because he goes where?
In the cars. The cars go...
You're going to the traffic?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to keep very hard.
Okay, but how did your dog... Are you denying that your dog bit his dog?
I didn't deny... Yes, I deny he bit his dog.
How did this happen?
I'm going to explain to you. I don't know
I'm
how this
waiting.
The guy told me, my dog, the dog, he showed me the ID.
Wait, before the guy tells you something, what happens? Because you're seeing something happen.
My dogs go to his dog. His dog is barking too much all the time. He's bothering all the neighborhood.
Where is his dog at that moment in time?
Now, I'm going to explain exactly with it. I'm in this street. I make a left. He is with 2 dogs in sidewalks.
Okay.
My dog ran to his dog.
Wait, stop. You need to listen to my question and stay by the microphone.
Yes.
Listen to my question and answer what I'm asking you. Is he in front of his own property? Is he on the street? Is he on the sidewalk? Where is he with his dog?
In sidewalks.
Okay. Is that in front of his house or you don't know where he lives?
Yes.
It is. He's in front of his house on the sidewalks.
Yes.
Are his dogs on a leash? Does he have more than one dog or one dog that you have?
I have 2 dogs.
But are you walking 2 dogs at that
Yes.
moment? Okay. So are his dogs on a leash?
Yes.
Okay. And then you are coming around on the sidewalk.
Yes.
And your dog, according to you, is on a leash.
Yes.
Right. And then what happens?
I run fast. Doesn't matter.
Why are you running?
All the time I run with him.
Okay.
I run with the dog because he come from the house. He ran very fast.
Okay. The dog have control of you or do you have control of the dog?
He's like my trainer. Look at me.
He's got control of you. Okay.
I like a Chris Christie club, you know. I try to run with the dog.
Okay.
And I run to his dogs. My dogs go to his dogs. So they kiss each other, and I split it.
They kiss each other.
Yes.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
Let me explain
This is not a yeah. Start explaining because this is what I want you to explain. You keep telling me other stuff.
He showed me the dog. Look at the dog. I didn't see any blood, anything.
Well, what do you think? I mean, the dog went to the vet, and I see what happens.
No,
so,
you cannot see. But now, picture, I can send a lot of pictures. His dog bite my dog. I can find those pictures.
Okay, prove to me his dog bit your dog.
And I went
right, but he's proven to me that your dog bit his because his dog can't bite himself in the neck. So I'm not sure what you're saying. He told you right away, oh my God, there's blood on my hand. Your dog bit my dog. He's got the vet bills to prove it. What do you think happened? You think he's making it up? I'm looking at it.
Let me explain what happened. I didn't see nothing happen. I take the dog, I go to run again. He tells me, you go call police. I tell you, go call the police.
Why don't you stop and see whether his dog
I stop and see there's nothing wrong with the dog.
But you're lying because I know that the dog is injured.
I cannot tell you that. because that pictures have been taken after the day. You can take that to vet.
So what are you suggesting? That his dog got bit by another dog, but he'd like to pin it on you?
We didn't see. Listen, Your Honor, in the end, you're going to see the police didn't see any blood. These girls didn't see any blood.
Stop. How do you know the police didn't see any blood?
These girls told me. The police was over there.
Okay, stop. You two switch with her, please. Come on up. Who are you?
I'm the sister-in-law. He's my husband.
He's your husband. Okay. And he says you two told him the police didn't see any blood. Let me see the police report that says that.
They said they I'm gonna tell you this.
Wait, one at a time. No, I don't want to hear a story again. I want to hear what you just said. He just said something. The police said they saw no blood. I don't let people just say things without proving them. So I'd like to see the police report.
Well, police said he cannot give reports when it's a dog-to-dog fight.
Okay.
He said he shouldn't call the police to begin with, because when the cops came, there where is the assault? And he's like, their dog bite my dog. And he's like,
no, it's probably animal control that should have been called out, and the dog would have been taken away.
And
all right, tell me, when do you come into the picture? Afterwards, when he comes home and says, and so apparently he really did go walk
the both female is not there the whole time.
And apparently you were right. He did go to the park and say, well, I'm walking my dog, because he just told me he did that. What's on your phone that you want to show me?
I have a video showing that they're jogging over on around the corner.
Okay, and is the dog on a leash or isn't it?
I don't think it's on a leash.
Okay, let me see the video. How'd you get the video?
I have a camera in my house.
Oh!
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Does it make any sense what this defendant's saying?
Not at all. He's trying to get out of it. He's like somebody in the principal's office trying to get out of going home.
Good one. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's caught red-handed and he's just trying to come up with excuses now.
Fair enough. You know what? That's enough said. Going inside the courtroom.
You see on the left side is I'm coming out from the front door, and on the right side of the screen is the man jogging right after the dog.
Oh, please, this dog's not on a leash. You're such a liar. Oh my gosh. The dog, listen folks, the dog is running. I don't know. I'm telling you, there's no leash here. He is, and if there's one of two things. Either it's on a leash that I can't see, or the dog got away from him and he's chasing him. Because you're going to bring this over to them and they're going to see it now. In fact, you're going to see it too. Come on up. Come on up. I want you to see it.
Yeah, come on.
Either way, he's not in control of the dog. No, not up here. Not up here. Go there. I'm going to send it over there. Either way, the law requires you to be in control of the dog, not the dog in control of you. Oh, no. I want you to see it too. Come on up. Right there. All three of you stand right there. Go press play. And you show me how you're in control of that dog.
You want to see?
Yeah.
He's walking him. See, he's walking.
He's not walking that dog, he's chasing it. No. Either the dog is on a leash, an invisible leash I can't see. All right, well then that's not you in control of a dog. You're supposed to respect other people's right to exist.
You have in my hand.
No, I see you running after a dog, but I don't really care. Stop. Use your brains, okay? Put your hand down. You don't. No, you don't need to say anything else. You're winning. Look at me. If you are chasing a dog and the dog is and you're running after that, you are not in control of a dog. You know why? New York law requires you to be in control. Put your hand down and listen to me. In control. That means the dog's not walking you. You're walking the dog. That means you can stop a dog before they bite a dog. Thank God it wasn't a little kid or a worse injury that required... I know, baby. It's not you. It's not the dog. The dog's being a dog. It's the human who's wrong. Okay? Not the dog. The dog is being a dog. They're animals. I know we all think they're people. There are other children. But they are animals. And you're supposed to be in control of them for precisely this reason. Because as friendly and as sweet and as beautiful as your dog may be, okay, it's an animal. And it gets excited. And at that moment, whatever yapping that dog, it's your fault because your dog barks. You should have seen to it that your dog... No, wait. How dare you have a dog that barks? Okay? Barking just too much. Are you kidding me?
Your Honor?
No. Here's the part where you say No. Here's the part where you say I'm sorry and pay the man $523. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No.
Ridiculous.
Never. I'm going to go into the Supreme Court and I'm not going to pay even 5 cents.
Okay, never ever. I'm going to go into the Supreme Court, and I'm not going to pay even 5 cents.
All right, so she's still upset in the courtroom, and you're out here.
Yes.
You left her in the courtroom talking like that?
What?
You left her in there talking like that?
Come.
Okay, she's very upset. What about you? You're smiling. Why?
I smile because I was in leash. You cannot keep this dog on leash. He's run very fast.
You cannot keep him on a leash?
You cannot keep without leash.
Oh, without leash, yeah.
Because he's a very powerful dog.
Well, you saw the dog dragging you along.
Yes, dragging.
So
you see my hand?
You must be in control of the dog.
I control the dog. It's a split,
like this?
With split seconds.
Okay. All right, head right around this way, and they'll join you in a moment, okay? Just go right down this way. Follow them out. All right, so step on in here. What about that show?
Well, it clearly showed the dog is not on leash, and I think that justice is done. And
what clearly showed? The video?
The video. And
he claims his hand was out in the video, and maybe there was a leash which was hard to detect.
He was running. He was running. And also, for the whole incident, they never say one word saying that they're sorry.
Right. I didn't have a chance to ask them to apologize because of the chaos out here, but I wonder, is that the real problem in your mind?
Yes.
The neighborly part?
I have no problem with them, but this is not the first time. Okay. The dog came out twice to try to bite my dog already.
All right. Over to Harvey.
You know, these defendants are crazy. They will not own up to what happened. The fact is, even if you have a dog on a leash, you have to still be able to control that dog. And by the way, that involves small children. If you give a small child a leash, that doesn't mean the kid is in control. That is just like letting a dog roam without one. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This school year, let the Walmart app ace your kid's favorite subject, snack time. With Nature Valley Crunchy Granola and Danimals smoothies they'll actually wake up for. Craft Lunchables for a truly refined cafeteria palate, or Gatorade for when they take Capture the Flag a bit too seriously. Get all their on-the-go cravings delivered right to your door, just in time for that opening bell. New school year, all the snacks. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
This is the plaintiff, Nicole Dixon. She says she lived in the defendant's apartment for 3 years, and when she moved out, he kept some of her security for repainting. She looked up the law, and in her state, a landlord's required to repaint every 3 years. This guy has to repaint the place, and is also keeping her security to do it? She doesn't think so, and is suing for the $275 she's owed. This is the defendant, Yuri Scheinman. He says the plaintiff and her girlfriend were very nice girls and very good tenants for the 3 years they lived in his apartment. Only problem was they painted the bedrooms a very dark blue. The dark blue color required more than the normal amount of paint and primer to cover, and that's why he held a portion of their security. Oh, them? No way. He's accused of getting painted into a corner.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant had no right to keep her security just because she repainted the apartment, but the defendant says she had no right to paint the bedrooms dark blue. It's the case of you kept my security and now I'm blue.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Nicole Dixon and Judith Alexander, you have power of attorney for Judith. You're suing Yuri Scheinman for $275, the remaining balance of a security deposit that Mr. Scheinman has kept from you when you moved out of his place. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to when we first moved into the apartment. So when we first were signing the lease and paying our initial security deposit in June of 2010, we were having some discussions about Mr. Scheinman's policies regarding the apartment, and we pointed out that when we had seen the apartment, the living room was painted bright red, and we asked him about that, and it was a lovely color. It was really pretty, and he said
What'd you ask him then?
Well, so he said that the tenants previous to us had painted it, and so we were really excited because we thought, ooh, maybe we can paint our bedrooms too. And we asked him if we could, and he said sure. And we asked if it would affect our security deposit, and he said no.
Okay, I'm sure that your story is going to be different. Just hold on. Go ahead. So did you get that in writing?
No, so I really regret doing that.
Do you have a lease?
And I don't have a copy of the lease, but...
Do you have a copy of the lease?
No.
Was there a lease?
There was a lease.
And no one keeps a copy.
know,
What's the point of getting it in writing if you don't even have a copy of it? Because I guarantee that's going to be in the lease, and nobody has a copy of the lease.
In the lease, I can speak?
No.
Oh.
You can show me the lease.
No, I don't have lease.
Why not?
Because she left, I not accumulate these leases.
What?
They standard. Lease is standard.
No, I don't want to hear how you had a standard lease. I want to see your standard lease.
But I don't have
But why not?
Because she left.
What does that have to do with it? She left and you kept the security deposit and she's fighting you on it, so it's fresh. I don't understand. And why don't you have a copy of something you signed?
It didn't say in the lease that we could paint, but I do have...
Can I just tell you what I don't want to hear?
Yes.
I definitely don't want to hear either one of you tell me what the lease said. I'm not going to put up with that. Because if neither of you keep a copy of the lease, you don't get to tell me what it said. Because you're going to claim it said nothing. You're going to claim it said something. So, no, you're not doing this. Okay? So I just have the same question I keep asking. Why don't you have a copy of your lease?
When we moved out, I had a copy of my new lease. It didn't occur to me that the security deposit...
Where is the copy of your old lease? You hadn't even gotten the security deposit back. So you're both telling me, oh, we kept it just until the day she moved out, then we moved out. I said, no, you didn't. You both lost it because you're slackjaws. Don't do that. When you sign something, and it's clearly at the security deposit return stage is when that lease is going to become important, why would you toss it? You didn't toss it. You both just can't find it. All right, now go on.
Okay.
So you painted the room. You painted your room what?
My room is painted very light blue.
And Judith's room?
A darker blue and some
yellow. Okay, you have pictures of it?
I have pictures only of the paint that remained from the previous tenants. The red room.
Why didn't you take pictures of the other one?
I just don't happen to have any.
How do you have pictures of the room that was red?
Because that was like the common room, so we took a lot of pictures.
Oh,
of
just
the common
coincidentally,
room.
you have pictures. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the bottom line then? You leave and he says, "Hey, I got to repaint those white." And so I'm taking it out of your security deposit. And you think that's unfair?
Well, because he was really, I mean, I have emails showing that he was aware that we were painting it, that he knew what was going on.
Okay, let me see your emails.
Okay. This is an email that mentions the yellow and blue room, and this is an email saying we were painting.
Show me everything. Anything you want to show me right now.
Oh, okay.
Anything that has to do with
law stuff too, or?
Well, it depends. Anything that has to do with the permission of the paint thing is really, that's the issue in this case. What else do you have?
Well, so I also have a New York City Administrative Code and an expert opinion from a book called the New York Landlord's Law Book about how often landlords have to repaint at their own expense.
When a tenant stays?
No, it just says repaint.
You can go ahead and hand that to him too.
Okay.
Okay, let me hear from you, Mr. Scheinman.
Okay. We talked about a room which is, painted red. This is living room, okay? Only one wall was painted in red.
I could care less. I don't care if that room was purple. It makes no difference.
Okay.
I know you think that proves that you can paint willy-nilly, but it doesn't.
Okay.
He may like the red. He may not like dark blue. Or the next tenant may like the red, but in the living room, but want a white, but want a white bedroom. So that part doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is what was the agreement between the parties. Because I don't know whether you gave her permission. I don't know whether you gave her limited permission. I don't know whether you said to her, yes, you can paint it, but you have to paint it back when you leave. I don't know if you didn't say that. I don't know if I don't know what you guys did with each other. Because, of course, neither one of you have the copy of the lease. All right, so go ahead.
So it was believed that I said that previous tenant paint red, in living room. So they decided that they can paint what they like in their bedrooms, okay? But I never said...
Did you ever give them permission to paint?
When I bought this apartment, it was already this fireplace in red.
Okay, I have a question for you. Did they ever talk to you about painting?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I tell you one thing, that maybe I permit them to do this.
Okay.
Okay? But definitely I never said, because I know very well, that in any standard lease, everything with permission of landlord, tenant can paint, but they must return back to what was before.
Right. That is in the
Before
standards
was white.
leases. I just don't know what you're going to say.
never said
But
to
it
them-
is true that the default position is that if you make a change to the apartment, you just have to return it in the way it was given to you. And you can't say, well, now the tenant got to paint it red and leave it that way. It doesn't matter. If he likes the red, he likes the red. If he doesn't like dark blue, he doesn't like dark blue. I happen to think dark blue might look really good, but the next tenant may not. They might want a light, bright bedroom. So unless you have his permission in writing that says that you can paint it and you don't have to restore it, if you change the guy's property, why wouldn't you have to change it back to the way the guy gave you his property?
Well, actually, we sent an email. One, we said you also agreed to the painting that we wanted to do when we
this
first
is
moved in and
afterwards when he
confirmed.
withholds?
No, this is before we moved out, because we would have, if he said, no, you need to repaint on your own, like before we moved, but he said, I don't remember at all, I need to check. And then also, I just wanted to mention the administrative code, which says that it's the landlord's responsibility to repaint.
Let's talk about that one second. And what's your, by the way, what's your response to that?
My response, Nicole talking about 3 years after tenant occupy apartment, and the 4th year then can request, and landlord can't refuse to repaint apartment or like this. But there was only 3 years after
Right, it's
they
when you're
left.
staying there. Let me just take a look at it again, because I haven't looked at it in a long time. How long did they live there? Exactly 3 years?
They lived exactly 3 years after this they left.
Court's in recess.
All rise. So are you allowed to paint your apartment while you live there without asking the landlord?
No, because well, you just rent the apartment. I mean, what if you break something?
Well, but fair enough. But, you know, you could say, hey, it's my apartment while I live here.
You're not the owner, though. You have to be the owner. The person owning the property isn't responsible for your paint job.
Fair enough. And, sir?
It's all about permission, yeah.
So you have to get permission?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Going inside the courtroom.
Okay, it's interesting because, you know, she has clearly interpreted the administrative code to mean, hey, judge, he's got to paint anyway in 3 years. So even if I was supposed to paint, I don't have to paint because he has to paint. So how is it fair for him to deduct it out of my security deposit? And your answer to that was, oh, no, that just means that if the tenant stays, I have to paint. So I wanted to take a second to read all the cases that have come from this administrative provision in New York City, and I don't find a single case that interprets it the way you're saying. In fact, they all talk about, you know, it's kind of something very unique to New York. And I don't know if they just figured the air quality is so bad that anybody who opens a window is going to have a filthy wall, because the rest of humanity doesn't paint every 3 years. You know, paint should last longer than 3 years, but for whatever reason, that is the administrative code of New York. And so where are you getting that it just means if she stays? Do you have anything for me to look at? Because I don't want to be wrong, but I've pretty much looked at it all.
No, I never looked
Yeah.
at this law, okay? I heard just only that after if tenant...
Yeah, you don't need to repeat yourself. You need to prove what you're saying, and I can't find that. Nowhere does it say that if the tenant stays, then the tenant gets to request it. Yeah, if the tenant stays, they get to request it because you're supposed to paint every 3 years. But if you're supposed to paint every 3 years, what that also means is that you're just supposed to paint every 3 years. In other words, for you to keep part of your security deposit, their security deposit, you have to be damaged. But if this is something you're supposed to do anyway, you weren't damaged. And as I'm reading this is like a sanitary condition requirement for some reason in New York City. And so you got to do it anyway.
Okay, but interpretation of this law, I understood right now, okay? But efforts to repaint these walls...
Listen, I've been a tenant, I've been a landlord.
Okay.
I understand. So you know what I would do? I would make sure that I have a contract. But if you don't have a contract, then you don't have a contract. I know exactly what you mean. It's dark blue. You got to paint it like 20 times. I know. It's more than the average thing. But there's no exception for more than the average thing. I got an idea. Don't give any more permission to any more tenants to paint their rooms. That's it. The nice guys finished last. $275 verdict for the plaintiff. Now you've ruined it for everybody.
So the landlord gets a little
a lesson in landlord-tenant
Exactly.
stepping, right? So you learned your lesson, huh? What did you learn?
I learned that I will never permit again to, tenants to paint their color what they like.
Maybe you could make up your own contract.
I believe so, but I don't know what prevails, this or law.
We'll see. Head right down
Right
here.
this way, sir.
Step in here.
Thank you.
You satisfied how this comes out?
Very satisfied.
You had it nailed there.
Thank you.
Now you've ruined it for everybody, like the judge says.
It pays to
you
know
proud
the
of
law.
yourself?
I am,
All right.
yes.
Harvey?
I got to tell you something. You are not allowed to alter your apartment at all, without asking your landlord, and that means putting screws in the ceiling, putting fixtures in and whatnot. If you do that and you damage the apartment, the landlord has a right to spend what it takes to get the apartment back to the condition it was before you rented it. And by the way, it's not a defense to go into court and say, hey, it looks better now. Doesn't matter. The landlord has a right to get it the way he gave it to you. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
I was deep in it, gaming on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Unfolding the screen made it twice as big and so immersive, I kinda lost myself. Might have trolled a little too close to the sun. Someone in the chat told me to touch grass, so I took my Z Fold 7 outside and kept playing. Still won, got a tan, and a nice little reset. Powerful processor, realistic graphics, you stay locked in, streak stays alive. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
These are the plaintiffs, Thomas and Lorraine Picarillo. Thomas says he and his wife purchased an adorable Scottish fold kitten from the defendant's pet shop. Turns out the defendant sold them a defective cat with a nose that was too narrow, and the poor thing can't breathe properly. The woman's breeding cats for wealth, not health, and they want their hard-earned $2,075.36 returned. This is the defendant, Marina. She says she's been in business for 23 years, and she's 100% positive she sold the plaintiffs a healthy cat. They had the poor thing in a cold house. The kitten caught something, and now they're coming after her for a full refund? If she felt like the cat's illness was in any way her fault, she would have taken care of it. But the plaintiffs are at fault here, for sure. She's accused of being catty over a kitty.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant sold her a cat with a wonky nose, but the defendant says the cat was in good shape, literally and figuratively. It's the case of the cat nose.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Okay, Thomas Picarillo?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Yeah, and Lorraine Picarillo?
Yes.
All right, you are suing Marina. You've asked not to use your last name for $2,075.36 in vet bills that you have incurred that you say are her fault. Tell me what's going on. What? Okay, this is about a cat, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what's that?
He just attached with my husband, just like a witness.
Wait, the bird's a witness?
Yes, he's in the store 24/7.
No, really, why is the bird in my courtroom? Because he's attached to your husband or your husband's attached to it?
To us.
Okay.
The whole family's here.
Okay. Is the cockatoo going to talk?
Yes.
It's a talker? The first time it talks, you need to leave with it. Okay? How's that for a deal?
Yes.
All right, Picarillos, tell me what happened.
Well, my old cat, he died. He lived to 21 years old. My wife was passing her store, and she saw an adorable cat in the window. So we went back and we purchased the cat.
How much did you pay for the cat?
$1,500.
Why? What was so great about the cat?
Well, he's a Scottish fold.
I've never seen one. Do you have pictures?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that like a particularly beautiful breed or?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's.
Okay. Cute. All right, so you fell in love, obviously.
We fell in love with the cat. We loved
Big
the
round
cat
head.
very much. When we first got him, he was sneezing. And she told us to bring her to her vet, Dr. Stein. So that's what we did. And then he gave him some antibiotics. And then, we went back to the store. We complained that my cat is sick and he's not getting any better. So we went to my other vet that we know for about 20 years or so.
and he says this cat has something wrong with his nose or something.
Okay, that vet, what's the name of that vet?
Dr. Kaufman and Dr. Jaffe.
Okay, when is it that you finally go to Dr. Kaufman and Dr. Jaffe?
It was a couple of weeks later.
Can I please see the vet report? Because it wasn't a couple of weeks later. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
What I want is the first doctor's report that says there's a congenital defect. This cat has a problem it was born with.
This
which
is
is
it,
that the
but I went-
nostrils are too small, right?
This is it right here. We had gone
And
here.
what date did you get that?
Let me get my other glasses here.
Is there a cat on your purse?
Yeah,
Is there a cat on your
yes,
shirt
I'm,
too?
Yeah, I'm a
Are you
cat
the cat
lover,
lady?
big time, yeah. Big time, yeah. This letter is a recent letter telling us what his condition is of my cat.
Let me see that. All right. All right, this is dated September 19th.
But we saw it way before that.
Okay, so it says, it's dated September 19th, and it says, on June 18th, I diagnosed a condition. You bought the cat on April 9th.
Yes.
All right. And then when do you tell her the cat has a problem with the nostrils?
Well, I told her the very next day when I brought him home that she sold us a sick cat, and I don't know what to do about it. We fell in love with the cat, and we don't want to give her the cat back, but she never even suggested to take the cat back. She just kept telling us, you have the wrong medicine and you need to get the right antibiotics, she said. And when you do that, the cat will get better. She says all her cats are very healthy and that she brought him from overseas in Europe, she told me. And she says she only buys the very best quality of cats.
So from April 9th when you bought the cat until June 18th when this doctor tells you this, how many times did you talk to the defendant?
I would say at least 8 times.
Okay, and how many different doctor's visits did you have?
Okay, with hers it was 1, 2, 3, 4 with hers.
And her vet was saying or doing what?
And her vet told us, Dr. Stein, that the cat is healthy, and he gave him antibiotic for an upper respiratory infection.
So she's saying that the vet she sent you to was giving you the wrong drugs?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, he was giving us the wrong
Okay, what's going on? When did they first tell you that there's a problem with the cat?
Okay, I saw them. It was April 10, and the cat was with them in 72 hours, April 13 in the doctor office.
You sold them the cat on what day?
April 9.
April 9. Okay.
So for next day, they was visit the doctor office, Dr. Stein.
Is that the doctor you referred
Yes.
to? Okay, go on.
Before 2 weeks before I sell the kitten was checked by the same vet, also made vaccination, deworming, and fit to sale.
Okay.
So April 10, the couple came to the same doctor for vaccination.
Okay.
It was time for vaccination, for deworming and checkup.
Okay.
They never, ever, even doctor made vaccination for sick animals.
Okay, but the cat had congestion at that point already, right?
Yes. Yes.
Isn't that part of the vet record?
No.
Okay, I need all of your vet reports between the time of purchase, well, all of the vet reports.
Just make sure we have
These
everything.
are the shots that he got. You know.
In here, I'm going to find Dr. Stein's reports, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you took the cat to your own vet, Drs. Kaufman and Jaffe, April 27th.
Yes.
Did your own vet tell you then that there was a congenital defect?
Yes, he says there's something wrong, that the tube is narrow or something.
Okay,
the
but how
nose.
come your vet states the date to be June 18th as opposed to 4/27, which is on the notes? See, this stuff's important. Have you guys looked into the
because
law?
you're looking at-
Wait, stop. I want to understand. Before you come to court, did you guys do any research or try to figure out what your rights are under the law?
Yes.
Okay, so the vet bills are around $2,000. The cat cost way less, but the guy, you know, when you go to the store and you buy a cat, you expect the cat's going to be in good condition. Is this plaintiff entitled to the $2,000?
Well, I believe that people are always responsible for what they kind of damage, but in this case, I believe that a cat is not worth $2,000, and I think that.
So what do you do? Do you say you can't take the cat to the vet because you can't? What?
Well, I think you would have to get another cat.
So what? You put the cat? What do you do? I mean, what do you do?
I don't know.
You get the $2,000.
Yes, you do.
Even if it's way more than the value of the cat.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to be the tiebreaker here.
I wouldn't pay $2,000 for a cat, but you know what they say, caveat emptor, buyer beware.
Okay, fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Okay, why don't you tell us, because you're a pet dealer, right?
Yes.
That's what you do for a living. What's the law on this?
Okay, so they're supposed to visit the doctor in 72 hours after selling. In 2 weeks, if something's wrong, they can return the cat. And on time to sell, the kitten's supposed to be fit to sale. And I saw them in April 13. I asked why they visited doctors. They said the kitten started to sneezing. I asked what happened. They said it's no heater in the house. The window was open, and probably he got cold. Very important when you decide to get kitten, it's not just water, food and water.
Okay, but you understand that their doctor is saying that it's a congenital defect, that the nostrils are too small.
No. Dr. Stein said the kitten was completely healthy.
Yes, I know that the Dr. Stein says that, and I know that there are notes by Doctors Kaufman and Jaffe that are just notes. And the first time they say anything about congenital defect is June 18th.
I can explain that, Your Honor.
Yeah, you need to, because there's a certain time limit within which you are entitled to get your refund.
The reason why it was in June, we were trying all different medicines that, her vet suggested, her two vets, and then we were trying what our vet, Dr. Jaffe and Dr. Kaufman suggested. And none of those medications that they kept offering, none of them worked. We went to this specialist in Manhattan, and Dr. Plotnick there.
Oh, I see. I'm wrong. Your vet, Kaufman and Jaffe, aren't the ones who diagnosed your cat has small nostrils.
No,
it's this doctor.
Yes, it's the Manhattan cat specialist. Because we kept going back to our vet before we went there.
Got it. Here's the problem, though. Your state of New York, like most states, has protection for animal purchasers. It says if within 14 days following the sale of an animal, a veterinarian certifies an animal unfit for purchase due to illness or a congenital defect, the dealer has to give you the right to return the animal, get a refund, or pay vet bills up to the purchase price. There's certain remedies. The problem that we have is that you can't get somebody to say there's a congenital defect until September, which is way after your time limitation.
See what it is. We loved the cat a lot, and we tried to do all these other steps, and she kept saying that the DNA is good and that there's nothing wrong with her cat.
Okay, no, you talked to her within the 14 days.
Yes.
Did you send a, quote, written notice?
No,
not at that time.
I know.
I spoke to her on the phone, and then we went directly to her store.
But I can't make an exception for you that doesn't exist for everybody else, and my hands are tied. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
So the judge's hands are tied, and the ruling goes for the defendant. Step in a little bit closer. What's your understanding of this verdict?
Well, I don't think it's fair. I spent a lot of money to help the cat out, and he has problems with his nose and he has arthritis.
Well, you do understand the letter of the law and how it has to be followed, right? The 14 days.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that can happen in the courtroom.
Well, we didn't find the right, right doctor at that time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Head right down this way, okay? Follow him that way. Okay. All right, so step on in here. Put yourself in their shoes.
I'm just happy to be here in People's Court. I want to say thank you very much.
Is that a cockatoo?
Yes, it's a cockatoo. It's Malakian cockatoo.
I love him.
He loves everybody.
Say Harvey.
Harvey, back to you.
Okay, I cannot stress this enough. When you buy a cat from a pet shop or a breeder, you've got to know what the law is. There are certain rights you have, but they vary wildly from state to state. So you should check before you sign. It could cost you a lot of money. The better thing to do, I think, is to go and adopt a rescue, because those rescues will never forget where they came from, and they will love you forever.